it's another year, 2024, and I was going to give up sailing this year. I thought it was cold, it was miserable, and now the sun's come out a bit, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I won't give up sailing, maybe I'll carry on. And one thing I really want to give up is I don't want to do any more solo single-handed sailing. I've done enough of that, and it's a big challenge, and it's good it's a challenge, it makes a man out of you, yet there's an awful lot of big boats floating around in that ocean out there that don't really look at what's going on out there, and they can just come and run you over. And so I feel that with the last experiences I had, I really don't want to do any more solo sailing. I want somebody else on board. And although my boat is probably a smaller boat as you could possibly fit two people on, I have been on there with two people, and it's manageable because typically you can both, for a start, you can both sit in the cockpit. There's enough space in the cockpit for two, that's no problem. Downstairs, you can probably sit downstairs if you're, if you're having a meal or something like that. And if one of you wants to lie down, have plenty of space, you can go up into the V berth and just lie down there. I generally keep the V berth always set up, ready to go, ready to sleep in, really. And so, if there's two of you sailing and one's on watch and one's not on watch, then typically the one that's not on watch ends up in the V berth sleeping, and you've got the rest of the boat yourself. So it's probably okay, for two small people. It's not, if you've got a really big guy, you don't want to be in a 22-foot boat. But my boat has full headroom. Very unusual for the size of the boat. It's a MacWester Rowan 22. And so there's hundreds of videos on my channel covering my boat, so you just got to scroll down. If you scroll down with to the boating section, there's a lot of philosophy and stuff like that on my channel, but you don't want to you want to be in the boating section, and you've got a number of playlists. You've got Tinkerbell and the Journey to Wales, that was the first solo trip I made, and you've got Tinkerbell Renovation to Sara, that's all the work I've done renovating the boat. And then you've got Sara of North Wales Journey, I think that's 2023, Journey 2023. That's the last trip I made. That's probably the one to watch, Sara of North Wales Journey 2023. Have a look at that. And then you've got Sara of North Wales Renovating an Old Wooden Sailing Boat. That's the earliest one, I think. I don't know, I can't remember. Then there's a few others there, a few other playlists. And so if you have a look through that, you can really see that I've done a lot of work on the boat, and the boat systems are actually not bad. And I've sort of gone off the electrical side of the boat at the moment, and this year I'll probably remove some of the electric engines and concentrate more on simplifying the systems, get rid of the electric engine and concentrate on making sure that the outboard motor is reliable and running properly and everything, and then we'll be using mainly the outboard for that type of work, because I found that there's just not enough solar power in the batteries. You can get away with it. You always, your mind all the time thinking about range anxiety. They talk about this with cars as well, and I needed to do the boat for my own understanding of the issues with solar powered vehicles, and so I'm kind of happy with what I've done. And I do have another solar panel that I wanted to put on the dinghy, and the dinghy, solar power on the dinghy was quite nice. It just needed, I had a battery, small battery, but I think with the solar panel on the back of the dinghy as well as the battery, that would actually work quite well. So I'm probably going to develop that system this year. There's a few things to fix, but it's probably only going to take me 3 to 4 weeks to get the boat ready to go in the water. And so I was thinking, if I'm not going to do it by myself, what am I going to do? So I had a look at Cruise Seekers. I didn't like the nature of the site. It's not free. It's free for the skippers who've got all the money. It's not free for the crew people who haven't got any money. And so I found this other website, Crewbay. And so I put an advert on Crewbay, and looking for somebody who's got nothing to do, looking for an adventure really, who can come on board and just do it. 2 people sailing a small boat on a long trip. And at the moment I'm not sure what I want to do. My first idea was to sail up to Scotland and the Caledonia Canal and over to the Baltic and go and visit Uppsala. That's one idea. And the other idea was to take the boat to the Mediterranean and find a place to put it in Italy or Greece. And so the idea to take the boat there and leave it there, and then to operate the boat from there. And the other thing I've done is this year I acquired a small sports car, and I want to take that sports car on a trip to Greece. From Italy to Greece is a MG Rami that runs from Italy to Greece, and I wanted to be on that Rami. That Rami is in September, and so I have until September to get the car to Greece, to get the car to Italy, sorry. And I thought, well, it's a long time between now and September. What if I got the boat there as well, so that after I'd finished the Rami, the boat was there, I don't know, or maybe for next year or something. Maybe I could leave the car there also. I don't know. Yeah? I'm just tossing stuff up at the moment. So I thought I'd have a look, and I found a few people, Italian people, Greek or Italian people, might be interested in sailing this little boat to Greece or Italy. I don't know. It's an exciting trip because it's only a small boat. You can have a look at Sam Holmes sailing. He did the trip last year from England to the Mediterranean, and you can see how long it took him. I think it probably took him about a few weeks, and saw the trip that he had. It's an exciting trip. The Bay of Biscay is a tricky bit of water, and so things can happen once you set out on trips like this. You just got to cope with whatever it throws at you. But this little boat of mine is a very, very strong boat, very strong, and I've had it in very strong winds with full sail up, and things haven't broken. And so I'm pretty happy with the rigging and the strength of the sail aspects, and so that when it's properly reefed, I feel the boat can cope with anything, and it's not leaking any water. It's all the systems seem to be working okay now, and so I'm kind of happy to take it on one of these longer trips. And when you get to Italy and Greece, you can find out where to put the boat. What I'm looking for is looking for somewhere that's inexpensive, that I can leave it permanently at and be able to take it and put it onto the hard in the winter, and it not cost a fortune, be about the same ultimately as what I'm paying here. I have the idea anyway to do this, and yeah, and maybe the same with the little sports car, and so that there's a little sports car is in the same part of the world too, so that I can travel there, maybe by coach, and then everything's there, in the Mediterranean. I might get more use that way, because the sailing here in North Wales is so tricky, especially by yourself. And I thought maybe if I can get to Italy or Greece and find somebody, a young person who's interested, then I can share the boat with that person, have somebody who can help me a little bit with the boat. And you know, I'm retired, I get a certain amount of money, not much, but I can spend a certain amount on keeping the boat going, and then maybe the other person doesn't have to cost them anything, they can just help me with it. Yeah? So this is the idea, and yeah, just to find out what happens. Will I go by myself? No, I'm not going to go by myself. I had the idea to actually give the boat away to somebody, but then this other idea came to me. I said, no. It's nice to have a boat, and I'll never have another one. And so, to keep the boat as long as I can, but to keep it somewhere I want it. I don't really want to go sailing around North Wales and Anglesey anymore. I will go somewhere else. I would like to explore the Greek islands, Cyprus, that part of the world, that area. And so it'd be nice to have the boat there for a while and see what happens to it. So if you're somebody who's on Cruise Seekers and been, seen my advert there, have a look at the videos of Sara of North Wales, the boating ones, see what you think. And it will be necessary, we'll want to record the trip, whatever we do as well. I've got the camera and that for that, so yeah, it'll be a lot easier with two people. Okay, thanks for watching.